Yo, 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 we back. Another fresh episode, Talking Game. I'm your host, Anthony LT King, Yellow Tape King, Tony, whatever you call me, lets me know what I was on when you was fucking with me. And we're back with the three-man weave. We got Cuz in the house. What up, Cuz?
Going on, man?
What up, what up, what up?
This three-man weave, baby. Let's
Do
get
it.
it
Let's
going.
do it. Jay, double deuces.
Was good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. How y'all doing?
Shit.
Good, man. Life is good, man.
Life is good. Life is
Can't
good.
complain.
Yeah, man. Great time for sports.
Yeah.
NBA playoffs started off this weekend. We're gonna kick off with NBA playoffs. I had put in the text. I do want to know who we'll start with. Let's start on the negative side. Fuck all that. Which team was the least impressive for you guys? I'm gonna start off with you, Jay.
So when you say least impressive, you mean in the form of wins, or like that they won? Their win was least impressive, or was their loss like? So it would be win, right? The team that won that was most
You know
least impressive.
what? I would think about like a loss, like maybe a disappointing loss, but I like that thought of it too, though.
Oh,
So, like, what were you thinking? Like, that's the beauty of these conversations, shit.
yeah, yeah,
So, what you're thinking most like the least impressive in a win?
yeah.
All right, well, who you had?
Um. Okay. See.
What?
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna explain.
Okay, please.
I would
This is
say OKC because I feel like that's what they're supposed to do to the Grizzlies. Not that bad, but in the sense of a team that don't have a coach, they seem like they don't have any direction in which they're going in. So to me, I would think that that's what they were supposed to do to the Grizzlies. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
because 50 points. You
I
ain't
know
never
that's
gonna
crazy.
do that to a team of professionals.
Hey, they just hey.
I don't in the playoffs. I don't give a
uh,
damn. That's crazy. That was like the seventh most, like highest, like the most margin of victory in the history of the NBA. Cuz
I know, but I mean,
I can't not being Marcus. What you think about that?
Yeah, I can't. I roll with a lot of what Jay says, but like, I cannot roll. Yeah, they are supposed to do that. I absolutely agree with that part, but by 50, like that's just unacceptable. I do give the Grizzlies maybe the benefit of the doubt. Like you have played every other day, so you haven't had the rest going into the playoffs like most teams would have. But at the end of the day, you've been doing it all year. Like you've been playing back to backs and all that all year. And for them to just show up and lay an egg like that, that was absolutely the most disappointing loss. Period. Like it's the playoffs, and you have to find it somewhere. Like deep down inside, you got to find it somewhere, and maybe they feel confident enough that they can just give one away. Like, hey, let's just go out here, whatever. But like, they treated that game like it's the second night of a back to back, and they were in Washington on that second night, and hopefully that was just the benefit of the doubt that they just had bad legs, but that was horrible.
Yeah, I didn't like their body language towards the end of the game either. Like I didn't
yeah.
like that they were kind of chilling on the sideline. Like, Brandon Clark, you're not even playing, so you shouldn't be cracking jokes to none of us. But like him and Ja and like some of them over there, like was kicking and shit. And that was weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe they did look at it like, hey, we're gonna give this one away, belt the ass the rest of the series. We kind of tired. I know they rested. They can go ahead and get game one. But I didn't like that. And Marvin Bagley should never have the same amount of points as John Morant. Now I know a lot of that probably was garbage time. The game
Mhm.
was in hand, but the game shouldn't even be that far apart in margin of victory where Marvin Bagley can score that many points. That is fucking crazy, you know. And it gotta be some pride. I get it as a new coach, but Jaren Jackson, you want $300 million, you know.
Well, cause I hear you on the like, the bench energy and niggas shouldn't be keying and what have you. But just from my playing experiences, like sometimes, bro, you just ain't got it. And like, why are we being pissed off? You know what I'm saying? That's like getting with the hoe, and you know she gonna give it to everybody, but then when you find out, you get mad. And sometimes it's just like, bro, it is what it is. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You be on the bench with your guys, and that's just a game you flush like that. Like we laugh about it because we're gonna be like, let's not even watch the film because there's not shit we gonna be able to take away from this. Like, you know, so
Maybe
I can
Marvin
kind of
Bagley should
understand
be in the
that.
rotation earlier. You might get
Uh,
the film.
it's the playoffs. You know how they go. We might see a little bit more Bagley.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Edie is a weird player to me for Memphis because he could be their biggest advantage, but he's gonna always be their biggest disadvantage.
I,
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree with that.
Like I don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do with him, but I mean that's what you insert the new coach for. You better figure it out.
Well, you got to keep him on the floor. I mean, he's 7'4", and not a lot of people have that now. If you can find, and I'm not making this a comparison by any means, but like if you can find a way to keep Rudy Gobert on the floor, you got to find a way to keep Zach Edey on the floor, and he can at least stretch the floor somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it was just a bad one yesterday for Memphis.
Yeah. Um, my most disappointing is the fucking Lakers. The fucking Lakers. Um, not because they lost. It was the lack of fucking defense. Saw a stat. They made 21 threes. They shot 42. 27 of them was wide open. 9 of them was considered open. So you got 6 contested threes out of 42. Are you fucking serious? It's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and that's just effort and want to. Damn, I'd rather them have 4-point plays given up than just out here giving out open threes like that in the playoffs. That's just an attention to detail thing, and I think it was just arrogance. Me and Jay was talking about it before you got on because I think the Lakers started reading a little bit too much of the press clippings. I ain't even gonna lie, saw a little bit too much Uncle Shay talking about Lakers in 5, and they played like that shit last night. Well, night before last. So I'm just hoping that. All right, LeBron, you gotta let Luca kind of be the guy. Now it's time for you to be the real leader in the team and be like, all right, nigga, we finna fake read these books. We finna get on social media and we finna lock in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, oh,
No,
go ahead, Coach.
go ahead, Jay. You good?
I'm gonna say LeBron. I don't want to say he looked old, but he kind of looked old. He kind of looked old. Like he didn't look like I was waiting for that moment. Like there's always a moment in the game where LeBron's just like, "Fuck that! I'm taking it to the rim. Like we
Yeah.
coming back. I'm making the best play." Like
How
it
Steph looked
didn't
last night.
happen. Yeah, yeah,
But
for real.
how Steph looked last night.
But there was that moment in the game never came, and I was just waiting for it. I kept waiting. I was like, Luka doing his thing, but once LeBron take over, then they might make this comeback. But it never came. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it was the rest versus rust. I don't know. Maybe he'll good, good.
I got a question for you, coach. Are we leaning too much into Luca early in the game and he's making the flow of the offense stagnant? Like, is he fucking up the flow of the rest of the game?
Well, I told you, in just regular phone conversations, like I was interested to see how this is gonna work. You got two ball dominant guys, rightfully so, because they're great at what they do with the ball. With both of them having the ball in their hand, obviously, like good things happen with them being ball dominant, but um, the offense does look stagnant in the hands of Luka. And not only that, like if Luka doesn't get the call that he wants, he don't even get back on defense because he's
Mm-hmm.
too busy arguing with the referees.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know, because honestly, you don't look too much into this game one. You
No,
know what
no,
I'm
no, no,
saying?
no, no.
I think it's like a filling out process. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of these we'll see the real urgency in teams when game threes come along. You know what I'm saying? When those teams that's on the road, they get to play at home. You know what I'm saying? But I can see why you went LA as your most disappointing team because I actually had them winning game one. But I told you before, you depend on Vando and Dorian and Black and Mile as your defense stoppers if you want to. I'm telling you, Lakers in there ain't gonna be too many Lakers in 5. I can tell you that it's gonna be Lakers in 5 the other way around. I told you a long time ago. You were kind of upset when y'all didn't go, acquire like a Jonas Valanciunas at the deadline. I told you Jackson Hayes will not be the answer. He won't be the answer.
Became unplayable
Yeah,
quick. He only played 11 minutes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like that is an issue, and then like um, it just don't look good. I still got you guys coming out the series, but you got to think like AE he obliterated his childhood idol last year. Like he don't give a fuck about LeBron. Like nigga, I don't even like you. Like you know what I'm
So,
saying?
two
So
people that have me petrified in these playoffs is Anthony Davis. I mean, not Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, and Kawhi Leonard. They're two people I am totally petrified of in these
What
playoffs.
about Steph? Because if y'all advance, y'all might have to see them boys.
I'm not really worried about them.
What?
I don't know why.
Yeah, you should be.
I don't know why.
Not Steph as an individual. Steph and Butler, they
Yeah,
just I don't know they yin and yang, so it fit perfect.
yeah.
I'm saying, but like as an individual person,
Okay,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards and like Kawhi, they scared the shit out of me. Even though Kawhi out
Hmm.
here uncharacteristic fouls and turnovers late in game.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not gonna overreact because it's certain shit that just not gonna happen. Like it's bullshit, but the Lakers gonna get every foul called tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota's not gonna hit 21 threes tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's just the ebbs and flows of the game. And guess what? If they hit 21 threes, we definitely gonna lose. We're gonna lose every fucking game. Any team hit 21
Mhm.
threes, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it'll adjust back to the mean. The one thing being a Lakers fan is I watched a lot of Lakers clearly, and LeBron has had more of those games this year than ever in his career. The good thing is he don't have them back to back, and he got the extra day off. I expect him to be more assertive. I expect him to be the guy in the first quarter with the 12 to 14 points and not Luka. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I would be cautionary about is Minnesota's physicality and the bodies that they could throw at LeBron. Like they was throwing McDaniels at him, Nas Reed, Anthony Edwards. Like they got some bodies that you could throw. They physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say like, that was a good point, Jay. I was getting ready to say like, it's plenty of bodies that they can throw at LeBron. Um, all those aforementioned guys he just said, like that's gonna make it tough for LeBron. And like with LeBron being 40, like I just I do you really want that come out be aggressive LeBron in like game two? It's kind of like let's just stick with the status quo for a little bit and then like see where that gets us. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need LeBron more so in those hostile environments when those 6, 7, 8 guys that come off the bench, they're not themselves. They on the road. And I feel like that's when you're gonna need that assertive LeBron, like, oh, okay, all right, we gotta get one of these in Minnesota. We can't go back with a split because home court advantage is already shifted. We need to get both of these. in Minnesota. And also that was the Lakers like out of their 4 meetings this year. This year was like the first meeting back in February. That was the first time they played with Luka. So I mean, they haven't really figured it out. Timberwolves wasn't playing well at that point in time. So
Yeah, I don't think
um,
they had Julius Randle.
yeah, so this is definitely going to be my favorite series for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting good. Um, let's flip it. Let's go positive. Um, who was negative first, Jay? I'm gonna let you go positive, Marcus. Who you got? Who was the most impressive team?
My most impressive team was the. I'm gonna have to go with a team in a win and a loss. I might have jumped the gun too quick when I said this is gonna be my favorite series, but the Denver Nuggets and the LA Clippers were both impressive.
Yeah.
That game could have shifted either way. Denver was impressive in the win. Clippers were impressive in the loss. Um, like James Harden continues to drink from the fountain of youth. Kawhi Leonard's looking more and more healthy. But like the at some point we had to give Joker his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like the coach is fired. Murray looks like he's playing with cinder blocks on his feet. Like he looks really, really slow.
Yeah.
Um, Mike Porter Jr. was a virtual no-show. You know what I'm saying? And to still find a way to win, the Nuggets was probably the most impressive win for me that I see.
The Nuggets as a team or Jokic?
Um,
He say he was the most impressive player. That mean it
he,
was the most impressive team.
he was the most, but you gotta look at like if you look at the small things in the game, like Christian Brown finding a way to tip out like 3 consecutive offensive rebounds for somebody else to get Aaron Gordon with timely buckets. Like ain't hit a three all game, but then when you need one, there he is. Russell Westbrook go from the GOAT to Shackton, you know what I'm saying, in a matter of moments. But honestly, Joker gets all of the limelight, but like you got to give flowers to those unsung guys that might not get as much attention from as Joker does, but came up big and was keys to them winning.
I ain't mad at that. Jay, I'm gonna throw something at you. I think I put it in the chat. Russell Westbrook is the NBA Jameis Winston. Did I put that in the chat?
Yeah.
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 Did I nail it? I feel like I did.
Westbrook got MVPs though.
I'm not talking about accolades. I'm not talking about resume. I'm just talking about a nigga who can win you and lose you a game in the same game.
I gotta agree. Like he ain't got like he ain't got the viral vocal moments to kind of justify because like James got the viral like
He be saying some crazy shit.
yeah like he say crazy shit and then on top of it they'll show him making a bad play, but then they'll go back to the crazy shit he said. You be like, I see why they lost, but like I get what you're saying because like he hit a huge three. And like I just looked at that last play, and I'm like, what were you even doing?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It makes no sense, But and then he wreaks havoc and tips the ball out off James Harden to essentially seal the game after you shouldn't even went for that layup. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like what are you doing? You're up. Like well, you didn't get the last shot. But Jay, who was your most impressive team? And they better not be the Knicks.
Nah. I mean, hey, 21 zip, 21 on run. But
Very,
I'm not.
very impressive though.
In the
You know
hood, you get
what?
off the game, you get 21-0.
Yeah, you get out of here.
Yeah. When you down 8 and you but I'm not gonna say the Knicks. This is actually gonna be a team that I can't stand. I really don't like them. And as a Knicks fan, you could probably guess who I'm about to talk about. Um,
Celtics?
nah.
Oh. Okay.
Pacers.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say that they was the most impressive win yesterday. I thought they were. I actually didn't pick them in the series, but
Yeah.
I thought it would be closer. At least like they locked everybody else up. They just let Giannis do his thing, and Giannis was the MVP that he is. But Kyle Kuzma
With
with
the
the
PJ
triple,
Tucker?
yeah,
With the me, I did that.
yeah,
I just didn't have the minutes,
yeah,
but I did that. Come on,
yeah.
man.
My man had the cardio game. Yo,
But
come
yeah, Indiana, like they came out, they had the home game, they had the they got home court. But just to me, it was like, wow, like they was just clicking on all cylinders to me.
You think Dame changed the series?
He might make it closer,
Do you
but
think you think the Pacers get winning the series now?
if they don't get anything from Kuzma or who else, man? Like even like nobody else was in double figures except Kevin Porter,
Bucket.
Gary Trent, AJ Green, and that was garbage time points. Like
Yeah.
if you don't have a supporting cast, you ain't doing nothing.
Porter's got to get buckets. You need Brooke
Yeah,
Lopez to be Splash Mountain. Nickname
yeah.
alert. Um,
Last Mountain.
So you got you got and you're right, Jay. Like they're gonna have to get some type of production from somebody, but you get 36 points from Giannis, and then you get a combined 41 out of Kevin Porter Jr., AJ Green, and Gary Trent Jr., like he said. And then even if with that being in mop up, that means that number was even less than that.
yeah,
Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be the blueprint for the Pacers. Like, obviously, Dame's health is what's most important. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
your health comes before basketball, period. But he's gonna have to get back. If you get that 41, which obviously those guys' production is gonna go down when Dame comes back. But if you can magically get at least 25 to 30 from those guys, and then you get 25 from Dame, because the Pacers are going to run and gun. And I
Mm-hmm.
just don't think that Milwaukee, with just Giannis alone,
Yeah.
it's not going to be enough. It's not.
And then you gotta get something from Kuzma. You got like, and if
Absolutely.
Dame come back,
something.
yo, you gotta get something. Give me a rebound, nigga. Damn. Like,
I gotta tell
like,
you,
and maybe like when Dame come back, Kuzma will get their third best defender, and maybe he might give you something more. But
Yeah, yeah, because
gotta get
I
something.
mean, I had to eat a little crow um, because, one of the young homies, he had reposted when the Middleton trade was made. He was like, Bucks are stupid. Why would they do that? And him being younger, obviously, I'm like, all right, man, like Kuzma's gonna help. He got championship experience. He can score. This, that, and the third. So my inbox goes off this past weekend, and it's Kuzma's stats, and he was like, Chris Middleton would never. And I mean, what can you say back to that? Like, look at what Chris Middleton did on one leg last year. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like he willed them to wins with Giannis out.
yeah.
And Kuzma, like, you out there getting cardio, my boy.
I like I said, I knew not to believe in Kuzma when he decided to stay in Washington last year.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's facts.
Like you literally told them no, don't trade me to stay in some bullshit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
player like that at all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
But
yo, I'm starting to question Giannis's decision making when it comes to these moves in the front office.
great players should not be GMs.
Not at all.
See what
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry do?
Yeah.
You sit down,
What y'all do?
hoop, and they keep finding a way to build championship teams around him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you look at the successful GMs, it's the same thing as we said about power forwards and centers, which One of my college coaches, he helped me out. He
He
threw
did.
out a couple of names that I neglected, but it was still only
Oh,
like 2 or 3 of them. Thing is, like, you're you have to look at most of the successful GMs like they're bench guys. You know, that
mm,
they're guys who didn't have big time playing careers. Like, hell, they was on the bench. They seen the people who, made it work and the people who didn't make it work.
yeah. Why do
So
you think that is though? Why do you think is a certain kind of player that makes better GMs and better coaches?
a lot of times, it's guys that are journeymen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of see the ins and outs of the business. They kind of see what they are in their career. Like, I'm gonna be a bench guy, so let me just stick my hand over here and see what they got going on over here. And I think they learned that. Whereas that star player, they just go get a name just because we played good together in LA Fitness. We gonna play good together at in this NBA game. And I
Yeah,
don't think the star players really take time to know what it takes to build a team. I think they just kind of like, well, we got me. And if you put him with me, then we can do this, aka the Phoenix Suns.
yeah,
But it really takes like a true roster construction. And I think those bench guys kind of sit back and see that, like, we're the unsung guys. The Udonis Haslams, the Mike Millers, the Shane Battiers. Like, Heat don't win those titles without those guys. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I think that's why they become the better GMs, because they know what it really takes, like, to construct a team.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Side note though, in Giannis' defense, he thought Drew Holiday was gonna end up with the Clippers. Drew Holiday going to Boston really fucks up your like that really throws a monkey wrench in your plans, you know what I'm
But
saying?
even still, like, why would you get rid of him though? What was the point in getting rid of? Why do you have to go?
That part I don't get. Honestly, only person that needed to look in the mirror on them Bucks teams was Giannis. He was the only person getting hurt in the playoffs.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? They probably go further if he can play.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't know. You I don't know. I still got faith in Giannis. Let's go. Come on, Dame. He out here talking shit with his Louis Vuitton on, nigga. It's time to hoop. You
With the
got
bell bottoms and shit. Come on,
yeah.
get back on this court, boy.
but whole time though, like, again, have to step into my player shoes. Like, I understand he over there talking shit in his Louis Vuitton, but some dudes, like, you see them popping off, and you be like, bro, you not like that,
Not
my
even
boy.
like that.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Tyrese Halliburton has rubbed people the wrong way. I don't know what Tyrese did. I think he's a heck of a player. I think he's put up on a pedestal that he shouldn't maybe not be ready to be on yet.
For
But
sure.
he got to be out there talking greasy, because even my boy from the Nets came at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just started back hooping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't really like that, bro. Like, so I understand him talking the trash, because he got to feel like Halliburton ain't
And
like, when I was playing and Giannis was out last year, bro. I was getting at you. You know what I'm saying? Now you
Mhm.
out here talking crazy.
Yeah.
I feel you. Um,
Yeah.
I'm the only person who haven't gave you my most impressive team. It's the fucking Thunder. That's why I'm confused, Jay. I'm shocked. Like, what is going on? Whenever you do something that's only six other teams in the history, what year were you on? Like 80?
uh,
Getting
we
close.
getting close.
Getting closer to that, yeah.
Getting close to 80 years of history and only six teams done it. Jay, what is going on?
Hey man, I'm just looking at it like y'all are the favorites to win the championship. You should be mowing through these people.
I
They
guess.
don't even they just got this coach like last week, 2 weeks
50
ago.
points though, cuz.
I understand, but yo, when you look at the rosters compared to the rosters, it's yo, they beat them at every single position.
I don't
I,
know. Yeah,
I
anyway.
wouldn't say there's one player on Memphis that's better than the other player, like same position on OKC. I wouldn't say that.
I'll take Triple J over Hartenstein.
I I guess, but I think the impact that Isaiah Hartenstein has
It's not a given.
is 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 more than what JJJ had.
Bet you love to have him in New York right now.
Man, come on now.
Bet you love to have him.
Yeah,
He's been cheaper than Cat, but Cat
yeah.
ball. I'm not gonna hate on Cat. I'm not gonna.
No, it's not Cat that would have had to go. Get Mitchell Robinson moved the fuck around. Not the Cat. Cat, you come on. Mitchell Robinson, move the fuck around.
There you go. I'm not mad at that. True, but you can't get rid of Mitchell Robinson while he damaged goods.
Yeah, value's definitely low for sure.
You gotta take what you can get.
Hey, don't be sleeping on Mitch, man. Hey, tonight.
We here, man. Fuck it. Let's talk Knicks. Let's talk Knicks. Looked like it was gonna be a struggle. It was
Yo,
nip tuck, and then
I
campaign.
was I was ready to crash out when I sent y'all that text
When Rock
about Dennis Schroeder.
Fever.
I mean, I forgot he cooked your boy Brunson in FIBA.
He did. Germany.
I forgot about that, and he was cooking them in the garden. He definitely was.
Yeah, he's a physical guard with a lot of energy that come off the bench and don't care. Like,
yeah,
what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Irrational confidence.
Mm-hmm.
He think he the best player on the court.
Yeah, that's good sometimes though.
Yeah, it is. It was good for the most part, and then somebody else came on the court that thought they was better than anybody else, and his coach's favorite player. Campaign top 5 ugliest jump shot ever. You know what I'm saying?
Can't even do it right. I can't even do it.
Yeah, that's not humanly possible for your body to contort like that shooting the basketball.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna ask you a serious question though, Jay. I picked the Pistons. You of course had the Knicks. Coach, you had the Knicks, right?
I had the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Did yesterday or day before yesterday, and all bullshit aside, did that change your mind any about this?
No. Oh.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, nah, it didn't change my mind. My thing about the Knicks is that they play like a team that just think that they could turn it on and off whenever they want. But when it's on, it's on. Like the fourth quarter, I'm like, yo, I was like I said, I was about to crash out. Like at the end of the third quarter, we down by 8. Going into the fourth, we still down. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like I'm sitting here like just stone faced, like mad as hell. Mad as hell. And then they flipped the switch and they went on a 21-0 run. They got the Garden into the game. They got Asar Thompson missing wide open fast break dunks. Like they just got into the Piston head. And I was just like, that's what they should have been doing the whole game. It shouldn't even been this close, for real. But Cat had 4 steals and 2 blocks. He playing defense. Like, yo, why? And I understand the intensity in the playoffs is higher. So it's harder to keep that intensity up for longer. But yo, I don't know. But I will say Tibbs, he held something back during the regular season. Like this was a different look. We had Mikhail on motorcade for most of the season.
Nickname alert.
Yeah, that's hard too. Motorcade, that's tough. But it was like he just flipped the switch and they just flipped the switch and just did what I thought they were supposed to do. But it didn't change my mind. Knicks in 6, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it at Knicks in 6. I'm gonna be humble.
Yeah. Whatever.
We only did what we were supposed to do. We won at home. That's it.
Knicks, fish sticks, pick sticks. Pistons in 6. Coach did this.
Honeyham, your mama doing a running man. Knicks in 6.
I ain't mad at that. Coach did Saturday's game change your mind any about this series, Eugene?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Um, like Jay said, the Knicks, they did what they were supposed to do. Win at home. It ain't got to be pretty as long as you got more points than the other team at the end of the day. But what I told you, cuz, and the reason why JB Biggerstaff did not win Coach of the Year, you have to find a way to get your guys to finish these games. And then the guys that I told you that they added, which kind of put them over the hump, you already had the young talent. So you know Tobias Harris is probably going to perform, up to provide Tobias Harris standards. Had a great game. Tim Hardaway, he's going to give you what he give you, volume shooting, and Malik Beasley. But now Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley, that's essentially the same player. You know what I'm saying? So you got two of the same guys where the Knicks parts are all interchangeable. And the Knicks guys are more so grizzled vets that's all been through. Like we've seen Campaign in the playoffs. Campaign has finals experience.
Damn, he does.
He with the Suns. You know what I'm saying? Mikal Bridges, finals experience. Like I played deep. Josh Hart, Grizzled vet. You know what I'm saying? Cat just played in the conference finals, but Detroit doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? That they're too reliant on their young guys, and like Ron Holland and the Thompson boy, like they're only gonna give you so much. Isaiah Stewart, Jalen Durant, like these guys are just too young. Are they talented? Absolutely. But like talent got you to the 5 seed. That's what talent got you, or the 6 seed, or wherever they are. The 6. Talent got you to the 6. Now, the intangibles is what's going to allow you to win the series. And I think the Knicks guys at the end of the day have more intangibles than the Pistons. So,
I am.
Cognac, Battle Axe, Steve Sachs, Knicks and 6.
Look, um, I'm even more confident in the Pistons. Okay, they showed that all they lacked was a little bit of focus. That's it. Just a little bit of focus. Campaign ain't gonna save y'all no more. I got y'all one campaign game. But you think he gonna come back hitting that ugly ass left hand three and
Hey, but
save y'all again? It ain't gonna happen.
this series, I think it's gonna be a different guy every night for the Knicks. It's gonna be that was like nobody saw that coming from Campaign. So
No,
we got
not at
that
all.
out the way. Like we got that one out the way. So Mikal could go off tonight. Who else? Landry Shamet. He get more minutes go off tonight. Deuce McBride. Like it's gonna be somebody different every night. And then Brunson gonna come through with 30 at least.
You gotta watch out. You know that ankle.
Yeah, yeah.
He fell on it. Hobbling around a little bit. Y'all don't want to lean on him because you're gonna need him against Boston.
hmm
Um,
I think Cat could be more aggressive in this series. Like there's no Isaiah Stewart not guarding Cat.
he
He got a bum knee.
he don't want to play physical with somebody like Isaiah Stewart though.
He
And we
got a bum knee. He ain't even 100%. He on the injury report tonight, I think.
Isaiah Stewart is
Yeah. He game time decision with his knee.
he'll be out there.
Yeah, he will.
He's
That'll
still
be.
Yeah.
he's still gonna
Yeah,
go
I want everybody out there.
for
Jay
all
Ivy too. Like he supposed to come back.
for all the smoke. Um,
No.
last night watching Golden State and Houston, I text you guys. It don't look like Houston was ready for the intensity of Golden State. Also, something I noticed, I don't know if y'all caught this. They play better without Shangoon in the lineup. Y'all peeped that?
He's
Even
he's getting emotional, like Draymond getting in his head.
yeah.
He's getting in his head. He pushing him a little bit, like after the timeout, after the whistle, like just the extracurriculars is getting to him, and he's letting his emotions get out of whack.
It's not you might have to start Steven Adams. When do you start changing lineups, coach?
Uh, you don't want to wait too long. Um, but right now, I say the first two games, you kind of stick with what got you to the dance. Afterwards, if you go back too old, we're gonna have to tweak something. Like on that plane ride home, me and my staff is putting our heads together trying to figure out like what we need to do um, to get two back. Um, I told you last week this is the matchup that Golden State wants. They want that because they know they can mentally and physically impose their will. You know what I'm saying on the young Rockets. Again, that's another case of talent, but you ain't got them grizzled vets. Yeah, you got Fred VanVleet, but that some bitch will crash out too. So like,
Yeah,
where's your common influence? Your coach is gonna crash out. Dylan Brooks is gonna crash out. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, who's the common voice over there to say, "Hey, fellas, like, calm down. You know, we good." You know, they don't have that, and I just feel like
It got to be
uh,
Steven Adams.
it's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be Steven Adams.
Jeff Green over there, ain't
Yeah, Uncle Jeff
Yeah,
over there.
Uncle Jeff over there, but I mean, we done seen videos of them fools crashing out too. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Udoka told them, "Go get me a bunch of crash outs," and you know, between Dylan Brooks and Draymond, somebody ain't gonna make it out of this series.
he? That's
I
that's a,
don't know who it is. Dylan Brooks was on good behavior, but I look for the bullshit. Look for the bullshit from Dylan Brooks. It's coming.
too. I was looking at last night, and it's not a starting lineup thing. I'll ask you this, Jay. Van Vliet probably can't be in the closing lineup anymore, right?
I think he has to, because who else you gonna rely on to get, like, if you need a big time bucket, who
But
else you
if
gonna
he's not
rely on?
making a shot like he wasn't last night, he has
Yeah,
no value.
that's true. But I don't think. I mean, that's true. But who else you going? You're not going. Jeff. I mean, Jeff Green. Jalen Green didn't give. He basically didn't give you much. He didn't give you nothing for real.
Yeah.
Um, who you going? Who you going? Like, if you need a go-to three, who you going to put the ball in? Who you going to get the ball to?
That was the one thing I noticed last night.
Yeah.
Crazy that it's game one of all these playoff series, but I was already mentally like, dang, they need to trade for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why KD would fit, or Devin Booker would just fit in Houston. They just
Mhm.
need one person to go get a bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got everything else. We're gonna play defense. We can rebound. We can do everything else. But just
Mhm.
need that one person. Or do you just wait on Jalen Green to become that person?
If you're gonna wait on Jalen Green, you're gonna lose the series.
I mean, you can't get Devin Booker this series either.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But
What you
it's
do?
like
Make a
somebody
trade
said,
or you trust your guys? You trust the evolution of your guys, I should say.
You gotta trust the process.
yeah.
I know that's a worn out statement right now, but like you gotta trust. They're too young. They're too young to just kind of kick the bucket on. You gotta you gotta stick with it. Like nobody had them in the playoffs anyway. Uh, a 2 seed at that. You know what I'm saying? So what they accomplished in itself, that's good. This wasn't even the goal. You know, they were
Yeah.
probably just trying to get the play in this year. You know what I'm saying? But now you here, and to Jay's point, you can't bench Fred VanVleet. Like he's the common influence, even though he's a crash out, but like he's the common influence.
Yeah.
You gotta keep him on the floor.
Yeah.
Finals
Mhm.
experience, champion. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you gotta ride that.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, he gonna pick up that player option, so you got to deal with him another year. But
Yeah.
I was texting a friend of mine that's a Magic fan, and we were talking about them playing Corey Joseph should get Jamal Mosley fired, by the way. But and he's like, why not just play Anthony Black? And I told him, I was like, at some point, I get that you feel like you can win or you want to give the message that we're in it to win. But at some point you gotta be real, right? Like this is learning experience for our guys.
Hmm.
Like certain series is like, why not play the young guys? And that's where Van Fleet, you gotta sit the fuck down.
Nah, I just you don't sit a champ. You know what I'm saying? Like you roll with your vet. You know what I'm saying? That's just like in baseball. You roll with your ace. You even if his pitch count is high, if it's one guy on this roster that can get us 3 outs, you know it's your ace. And Fred VanVleet, he
But he ain't getting you them 3 outs though. He ain't getting you those buckets. That's what I'm saying. He has no value.
but
Where
if
at
it,
least, like, if you Jalen Green can at least play a little better defense.
and you're gonna ask him to do this now, he ain't done it for 82 games, and you gonna ask him to do it now?
Yeah.
He too young. Coach,
Yeah.
what the fuck you mean guard? Like I've been getting these buckets all year. You ain't said shit. Now you talk about you speak this foreign language and say guard. Like I'm what guard who? Yeah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So you putting too much stock into the young guys, cause
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this is a I ain't gonna say it's an old man's game, but like they just ain't been through enough of the wars.
But see, that's my point though, is like let them go through more of the battles. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what you have with Van Vliet, and you should be able to see when he ain't on his shit even sooner, knowing what you have with Van Vliet. Why not let these young guys go out here and then you never know, he might be that early bloomer, or he might give you those playoff experiences that are just so memorable that hey, young guy went off, youngest guy to ever do this. You don't know if you don't play him.
Maybe when we go down 0-3. At that point, you throw shit at the wall or whatever sticks we rolling. But right now, I got to roll with Van Vliet.
Yeah. And
Hey,
looking at the box score, it looked like he's the only point guard that played for
Yeah,
Houston.
absolutely.
yeah,
He's the only one.
yeah.
So
Because
he's gonna.
that's the lineup they'll go. Well, obviously no point guard. They'll go Thompson, Jalen Green, and they'll go real big. They go Jabari, Shangoon,
Mhm.
Steven Adams, or they'll go Tari Eason in one of those spots. Like I don't get this no point guard thing or 1 point guard thing.
If you're gonna go with the no point guard thing, like go to State and get away with that because in a sense, Draymond Green is your point guard. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? He allows Jimmy to play off the ball. He allows Steph to play off the ball. Like that's the thing that Draymond's the X factor.
Like
And I
yo,
know people always say, "Oh well, if Draymond wasn't with the Warriors, he wouldn't be this, he wouldn't be that." Well, guess what? He's been with the fucking Warriors for
With the
years.
Warriors.
Let's just kill that. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Hmm.
is what he is. He's essential to their winning, and he can run the point if need be, like truly run the point.
yeah,
And but Fred Van Vliet, like he's the only one that can run the point effectively.
yeah.
Hmm. And then somebody, I don't know if it was Kevin Harlan or Reggie Miller last night, but they said something that I didn't even realize. They was like, Golden State got two closers on the same team. They got two of them. So you
Yeah.
can pick your poison for real.
Yeah.
And
Jamie,
they don't need the ball in their hands like that.
yeah. And the thing
So
about Jimmy being a closer is he'll draw a foul. Like he's going to put pressure on the ref.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so
Mm-hmm.
Get this bucket, Steph gonna get this bucket, or I'm gonna get it at the line, and he's a pretty good free throw shooter.
Yep.
Very good fucking free throw shooter, man.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yo, I got a question.
what
Because
up?
I was just thinking about this last night watching that game, and I'm like, who is y'all most exciting player to watch? Like, whenever you see them do something, you like, damn, or like, wow, like just like audible, just like, oh shit, like moments, like for a player that you've watched.
Steph Curry.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I was just getting ready to say, as crazy as it sounds, and as much young talent that we have in the league
Yeah.
and in these playoffs, it's absolutely Steph Curry. Like,
Okay.
uh,
I thought I was tripping because like I just noticed it last night. Like I had like three moments where I audibly, like
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there quiet, and I'm like, oh, like just like off of shit that he do. Like it's crazy.
yeah, Steph is, and listen, everybody, viewers, everybody out there listening, like, Steph Curry is the most feared basketball player that's ever picked up a basketball. Like, Michael Jordan is the greatest to ever play, but like feared is Steph Curry, man.
All right.
Yeah.
We we in this that part of the conversation, man. Nah, I can see that though. I can see that though. I mean, you always on skates with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like something that's underrated or not talked about, even though people do speak on it, is he can get to the basket and finish with the best of them.
Hmm.
So you really don't know what to do because he can blow by you. That hezzy, and then next thing you know, he had the bucket with a floater or some kind of circuit shot.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. Damn Warriors. They might derail my Lakers getting to the finals.
hey, cuz you don't even want to listen. I'm trying
Hey,
to
you
tell
want to
you,
know
man.
something? And I was gonna text y'all, and I didn't want the you don't listen, or we try to tell you, or you just noticed that. Man, Luca was fat in the finals. I didn't really notice it until I seen like the interview he did with Malika Andrews, and they cut to him on the bench at the finals, and they cut to him now, and I was like, damn. We got the good Luca, thank God. Cause geez, bro, you was doughy, which is crazy.
Doughy.
Can I ask you something real shit? And this is more to you, coach. How can you get fat during the course of a season? Cause you're playing a lot of basketball.
Yeah, but
Like how the fuck you get to the
man,
finals and you fat?
like like you gain weight because like you have too much like free time. Like the only time you really get to work on your body is in the off season.
Mhm.
So it's either maintain what you come in the off season with or you lose it. Like clearly this nigga hanging out with Joel Embiid eat Chick-fil-A before the games. Like, um, and let's be real, like, let's not act like these NBA players are perfect. Niggas smoke cigarettes,
Yeah.
like niggas blow heavy.
Luca drink
Niggas,
beer.
niggas, they're like Luca drink beer. Like niggas,
Beer and hookah.
Artest used to hit the yak at halftime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Even
these
stuff
niggas
that's
ain't
not even
perfect.
terrible per se. Like Lamar Odom used to eat like a pound of candy before a game. Like that's not ideal to be an athlete.
That's not ideal, but
Mm-mm.
like that's not ideal for an athlete. But
Yeah.
like drinking beer is not good for the average human.
Yeah.
Like, and now you're playing with elite athletes, and you
Yeah.
you taking down Miller High Lifes. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
gonna lay on you. That's gonna lay on you.
And then one thing that I keep hearing, you can't outwork a bad diet.
No,
So like you
I'm,
could be
I'm learning
playing.
as
Yeah.
because I died terribly.
Yeah. It's tough. It's hard, man.
I'm learning that. Yeah. But I don't know. Shout out to Luca. He's still 39 and 9 fat.
bad boy,
He-
Yeah.
bad boy for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say this. I last night before last I'm not thinking the Lakers going to lose, but I'm a lot less confident. And I'm like, let's get to the offseason and let's build around what we need. Because this series so far, and there's only been one game, has shown all the holes that need to be filled with a proper offseason around. You know what I'm saying? I've
Mhm.
said before, I don't know how we didn't get Mark Williams, and he ended up playing damn near every game for the Hornets after the All
Very
Star.
well, might I add.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Very well.
What was
Yeah.
that about? So we need a big. Um, I think we'll be fine guard wise because Austin, Luca, or LeBron gonna be handling the ball. I'm good with that, but without proper bigs, different wing, maybe go Jeremy Grant somewhere. I don't know, but need
That
some.
was another thing that I was gonna bring up too. When you said his name, I was like, oh yeah, him. Austin Reeves.
It's Austin. Yeah,
Sauce.
2 points at
Hey, we
halftime.
gotta call him Austin after that game.
Yeah,
Like,
2 points at halftime.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He tried to bring us back in the third quarter, 14.
Yeah, he did.
Too
He
little,
did.
too late, man. I think we lost the ball movement. Like it's crazy how sometimes you can tell we doing too much passing, and that's how you get the highlight, well, the blooper reel of
Mhm.
passes that end up going out of bounds. But that's at least shows what they're trying to do. Lakers only had 15 assists all game. Nigga, Luke and LeBron
Luca had
had
one.
alone.
Luca had one.
Exactly. But had 15 in the first quarter. That lets you know how the offense was looking.
Hmm.
19 in the first quarter, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 19.
18 or 19, yeah.
But
Hmm.
that lets you know how the offense is going. It can't work like that.
Yeah.
It can't work like that. But we'll be good. We'll be good. Um, anything make y'all change y'all finals predictions? Anything? Waiver?
Just the Warriors, but I sent it to y'all in text when you asked me who was gonna get to the finals,
You
and
did
then
say,
I switched it on the pod.
yeah.
So maybe I should switch it back.
The Warriors make you feel like them again. It's your last time. You got the Warriors, cuz
Ah man, I think they could beat anybody in the West. Honestly.
that ain't what I asked you, nigga.
Ah,
Come on, gun to the head, nigga.
who I had in the finals
So you
on
had
WAC.
OKC Boston.
Oh yeah,
Did I
nah.
even make a prediction?
We might have to change that one.
I don't know.
It might be a rematch of 2019 or what was it 2020, 21,
Who you
22.
got? Matter of fact, everybody say it right now, and I'm posting this shit tonight, and ain't nobody getting out of it. Who you got, Jay?
Warriors and the Celtics.
Warriors Celtics. Marcus, who you got?
I ain't gonna waver because I feel like I picked Denver
You did.
going there. I did.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stand pat with Denver and Boston.
Denver, Boston. I got OKC, Boston. And we'll see. We'll this is going up today.
Hey, I'm able to switch if the Knicks beat Boston.
No, you're not.
Yes, because
I mean, well,
it's a
you
long
gotta.
shot.
Yeah, you're right. That's
It's
the
a
only way
long
you can
shot.
you
So
can switch if your team get bounced or something. But okay, we got that in. Y'all, any notes on Boston, Orlando? None. Nobody
nah,
want to talk about my Paulo.
Right.
I told y'all Paulo gonna average 30 though.
he five. You
He
know what
five.
I'm saying?
E5 passed too damn much. It should be past 5.
He had
Nigga.
30.
Yeah, but damn, he could have had 40. Pass limit.
You had it like Gilbert Arenas, man. Hey, one real quick, I do want to ask y'all about this because I about MVP voting. Gilbert Arenas said something, and I kind of feel that shit. He was saying it should be like the Wooden Award and NCAA, where it's tiered. So by the time you get to like the last 10 games, you're not thinking of 10 to 15 people.
Mm.
I actually like that idea because it keeps you from getting that random ass. I hate to say it because that random Carmelo Anthony vote. Why did y'all even vote? Like, why did you give him a vote? Like, you literally fucked up unanimous to give Carmelo a vote. He's not gonna win. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what y'all think about that.
I
Mm.
agree.
You with it, Jay?
I'm definitely with it.
I mean, I guess, but I feel like the finalists this year they got pretty much correct. Those three guys,
Yeah. But they
Giannis.
vote before the three finalists are announced, right? Like they already know who won pretty much, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would say so.
So they already voted. They just know. They just waiting to let us know, I guess. Like
Yeah.
our second and third. See,
Hmm.
see what basically like wait and y'all we already have the final three presented.
Hmm.
But I guess that the voters will have to do more. So you got to vote each time. So like the round started at 30 and it
Oh,
shrink. Now you only got 15, then the top 15 turn to a top 10, top five, and then you get to now you have your top three. I like that. I really,
yeah.
yeah.
I just want a clear MVP criteria because I feel like offense and defense should factor in to who becomes MVP. And in that case, Giannis will be the MVP this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, people appoint the Jokic steals.
Yeah, that's true too. But you don't have to be a good defensive player to get steals.
No, no.
Iverson had a bunch of steals. Chris Paul had a bunch of steals.
It's true. Hey man,
And
Chris
I
Paul all NBA, all defense though. Don't do him like that.
Yeah.
and I led my county in steals, and I tell you, your boy ain't sitting down. I just knew how to play those passing lanes. So you, Jay, correct. You don't have to be a good defender to get
This is true.
timing is everything.
I will say
Yeah.
this: Jokic isn't as bad as a defender as people make him seem. Like he actually tries, and part of playing defense is trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, real quick, you want to talk Braves, Coach?
Uh,
Mm.
yeah. Actually, yes.
Yeah.
So, I sent in the group yesterday, how Ronald Acuna is saying that there's a double standard with the Braves, which with the record that we started out with, like it's not a good look right now. To have those type of issues going on,
Hmm.
but I 100% agree with him. I do remember when Ronald Acuna he hit it, and it looked like both of you guys have been the truest part. Um, that wall out there is a little bit higher than what it may look on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like if you want to get that ball over that wall, you really gonna have to put a charge into it. And he hit. Even me watching it on TV, I thought it was out of here. Hit the top of the wall. He kind of trots. He's held to a single. Very next play, he tries to steal the base, gets thrown out, stealing the base. He gets snatched for lack of hustle. But then Jared Kelnick in a 3-3 ball game in the state that we're in right now, he thinks it's a no doubter. Gets held to a single, and he doesn't come around to score instead of being in scoring position. Had he just busted it out of the box, you can't. Everybody has to be held to a certain standard. And with that being our star player, I can see Brian Snitker's days being numbered as
Yeah.
the Braves manager. Like that could be the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back, or
Yeah.
the cracks in the armor. Um, Only way I feel like, and this is a stretch to say, but it's going to be hard for him to keep his job. Like if we're not doing well through the All Star break, I can see us making a change. Um, you let Ron Washington get away. That was key. Things have not been the same since Ron Washington has went out to Angels. And if you guys look closely and go look at the Angels roster after, we get off the pod, like he's building Braves West out there. You know what I'm saying? It's Braves West. And I just think that's bad timing for this. And we're gonna have to find a way to clean this up.
Yeah.
I do believe there's always been a double standard with the Braves, at least recently, and it's mostly been shown in the pay. Man, I don't like the way the Braves delve out contracts to certain fairer skinned players, and I don't know if this gets rid of Snicker though. Y'all just want to chip.
That was
Not too,
like 4 years ago.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all just won a chip. Did y'all win the division last year?
No,
I won it 2 years
Mm-mm.
ago. Y'all was an all-star.
Mm.
I mean, the wild card last year. I mean,
but you,
injuries I think, will save his job this year.
I don't know, because uh, Snicker was kind of on the hot seat the year before we won it. Like when we blew that 3-1 against the Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Like they were ready to kind of axe him then, but guys like Freddie Freeman and those type guys like Dansby Swanson, like they stepped up, in his defense. He come back, he win it. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't been out the first round since. You know what I'm saying? And one of those times we had the best record, or if not the best record, we had one of the best records in baseball. I know we had the best record in the National League. And we got put out by the Phillies, like convincingly.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Brian Snickers, it's not hot, but they done turned the oven on. Like it's on.
Well, hey man, if y'all don't want to treat Acuna right, we will.
Yeah.
Come be a Yankee. We don't
We
have
got a we got a spot in right field for you.
we do, and actually we don't. You have to move to the left, but come on, we have a hair policy. You can have your hair now, and we
Clearly, that ain't working out.
we
It
changed
ain't.
that hair policy for a.
Y'all need to go back.
Hold on, cuz I was making the transition. That was me. I was transitioning.
My bad,
Yes.
cuz.
Just chill. I got this, man. Let me do this. We made, he made the change of that hair policy for a fucking scrub.
Mm-mm-mm.
A bum. Hey man, them
Crazy.
stripes get heavy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas come to the Yankees and they start stinking it up. And that's what Devin Williams doing, man. Like 4 runs should be real comfortable for a closer, dog.
That's crazy, man.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
should have had a sweep this weekend.
Should have had a sweep. Got 3 out
And
of 4.
not to mention, like, they took a home run away from Aaron Judge. That was clearly fair.
Yeah. Then they gave old boy a hit.
Yeah.
Um,
About that, I wanted to ask y'all about that because the way that they score it, it's like I think he would have been safe anyways, even if he fielded it cleanly. But you can't assume that when you scoring it, like you gotta the ball hit off his heel, so that's an error. Like you can't just be like, oh well, if he fielded it cleanly, the runner still might have been safe. Like you should just be like, hey, he didn't field it cleanly. There wasn't a chance for the play to be made, so that's an error.
I think it's
But
a great area with that because you
yeah,
can tell if somebody gonna get there though. Like you even said it just now. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I think he would have got there. You just can't assume that. Um, I mean, they've been doing it forever. I can't be mad at it. I just hate that they changed it so late in the game. Like,
yeah,
how many
yeah,
fucking replays did y'all have to look at over how much time before you changed it from an error to a hit? You really could have did that shit in the same inning.
yeah.
Got one fucking job. You know what I'm saying? But we got to figure out third base because as much as Devin Williams did fuck up the ninth inning, it all started because Oswaldo Cabrera threw that bitch into the bleachers.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that was supposed to be an out.
Hey, the
That
tricky thing about that though, like his bat is needed in the lineup.
this is true. This is true. But
So,
your bat is gonna come and go.
mhm.
Defense has to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like the only person I trust right now is Aaron Judge and Paul Goldsmith. I'm not gonna lie, and Paul Goldsmith, because those are the only two people who've shown me that they can do it over the course of 162 for the Yankees right now.
All right.
Everybody else has to prove it through defense with me, because I'm expecting these people to go on lulls. Nigga, Jazz Chisholm batting 160. He turned into
I
Trent
know.
because he hit it. When he do hit it, he hitting a home run.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying? So we got to figure out third base. And it's like you said, we fucking trade Nestor Cortez for Devin Williams, and he's
Mm-hmm.
stinking it up, and we might have been able to put him in some Arenado talks.
Yep.
Because St. Louis didn't want fucking bum ass Marcus Stroman. I wouldn't want him either.
I wouldn't want.
Hey man, the Braves need a number 5, somebody to just eat some innings. Coach.
Yeah. Special Ronaldo Lopez being out. That was like our innings eater guy. But we just need to have a guy to go out there and give you 6 in the third, 6 and 2/3.
You gonna
Just
get like 3 runs now, 3 to 4.
yeah, like but right now, until the bats warm up, like we need somebody to stabilize that shit.
Yeah.
We do need an innings eater, but right now, if we gonna have an innings eater, we need to start until we can get a true 5. We might have to play those bullpen games.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Have a guy come in, pitch 3, somebody else go 2, somebody else give an inning. You know what I'm saying? Just to get you up out of there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, shout out to Alex Verdugo though. He batting. He hitting.
Yeah, and that's good. That's one of those classic AA picks. Like he'll find a lot of boom or bust type guys. I know me and Cuz have talked about, how he gave Josh Donaldson that 1 year 35.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Josh Donaldson was a guy that everybody had kind of wrote off, and he came and he balled out for us. He balled out for us, and like we just needed him to buy time for Austin Riley to get ready. And shit, once he was ready, he went and stole money from the Twins and y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a pick. Like Verdugo was one of those guys. If it works out, great. If not, then shit, he was damaged goods anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely shout out to him. Big hit the other night.
So far though, we have great Max Fried throughout the beginning of the year. Definitely making the Cole absence hurt a little bit less. I couldn't imagine both of them at the top of this rotation. But we got to deal with Rodon. Um, this is the best we could have hoped for out of Max Fried. This is gonna be a year full of what ifs when it comes to health, and if Cashman would have really put his foot on the MLB's neck in the offseason and free agency.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't. I just don't always feel like we didn't do enough. But as long as we go further than the Mets, I feel like I'm all right.
Mets is gonna met it, baby. Mets is gonna met it.
As long as
one thing you gotta know.
Hey, as long as we go further than the Mets, I'm good.
Death, taxes, Mets metting it.
All right, one more thing. Jay, y'all drafting Shador or Travis Hunter?
The way it's looking, neither one of them.
Who they got y'all getting? Abdul Carter?
Either him or like I'm hearing Jalen Milroe, Jackson Dart.
I can see y'all trading back though. I can see y'all definitely trading back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if y'all did that. Hey, I know you on a tank for Archie, so Arch or whatever. Ain't his name
Arch. Yeah, Arch. Yeah. Named after his granddad.
Tyron Smith going in the Cowboy Ring of Honor?
Absolutely.
I
remember in those dog days of 40 years of 8-8. I remember because me and you would have conversations like Tyron Smith is literally the best player on the Cowboys. Like offense, defense, special teams, like he is the best player. He was the rock on that left side forever. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, whenever he lost a step, like it was a big drastic fall off. But I think he's definitely a Ring of Honor nominee. But listen, I need y'all to hear me out. The play is in motion. All right.
Oh shit.
They listen. They're talking about how Shador is gonna fall. Okay. Yeah. They're talking about how Shador is gonna fall. We at 12. Now, everybody thought Dion then was gonna make the power play to get Shador to Dallas, Dion was going to coach Dallas. All right. Looks bad for Dion's image if you bolt on those kids when your real kid and your adopted kid leaves. It looks bad. Plays in motion. Let Shador fall. Let him fall. Shador falls to Dallas. It's a Jerry Jones move. He's not going to be able to help himself. He's not going to take what we need. He's going to make the flashy draft pick. Shador falls to 12. He goes to Dallas. We pick him up. After this, Brian Schottenheimer gets 1 year. Dion goes back, finishes top 3 in the Big 12, proves that he can really coach without having his son at quarterback and the best player in the nation. Takes the Cowboys job. Shador, Dion, reunited. Said it here first on Talking Game. Plays already in motion.
That's going on the internet.
Plays in motion.
I don't even know what the fuck to say after that.
Hey man, we gonna stop disrespecting Shiloh too. Everybody forget about Shiloh. Shout out to the safety Shiloh, man.
We'll take a flyer on him in the 5th round.
Shiloh didn't even get an invite to the combine. All right, so we're gonna put that. We're gonna let that lay. Because I don't think Shador makes it to y'all. New Orleans is gonna have to draft him.
Yeah, the Saints.
They've been talking about Jackson Dart though,
which is crazy. But you know what? What I'm learning now that more of the black quarterbacks are the top prospects, they gotta throw a white hype in there. A la Will Levis. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta put somebody in there like, hold on. He's just as good. And Will Levis, guess what? He got Tennessee, the #1 fucking draft pick. So good luck with that.
It wouldn't be the worst thing for Shador to fall to fall though, because I seen something early on, I think NFL Live, like most of the top quarterbacks in the league weren't the first quarterbacks pick or first, or like they weren't early picks in the draft.
Because you don't have to go save a franchise. You know what I'm saying? You can go somewhere that got a good running game, has decent receivers, a decent line. Oh shit, I can process information without running for my fucking life behind this makeshift line. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a decent coaching staff. Obviously, they know how to win games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you can have that. And you know, not playing favoritism right here. I know other quarterbacks have done it, but you know, you can have that Dak Zeke year where like Dak, all we need you to do is just go out here and don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Get it to who it needs to go to. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you go to the Browns and who the fuck am I supposed to throw it to? I sling it out of bounds.
Yeah. For my life. Fighting for my fucking life. I've been saying this since the offseason. I just want us to get a receiver. We got to. Hey, Adam Thielen. You've done so much for us. I appreciate you, man. I really do. This is not a knock on you, but we need more. And like I've said, Leggett is the Keyshawn Johnson. Cool. Just make sure you get to the stick so we get first downs because you're not going to give us much more. That is cool, but we need somebody to stretch the defense, blow the top off the defense. Let's do some last words, man. Marcus, you got any last words you want to tell anybody other than the play you just ran?
Nah. Actually, you know, I see it was Monday. A lot of people been asking me, what's gonna be your last words today? So I don't know if we got a thing going here or what, but like
the Tar Heels one, bro. You really
it might have been it, but let's I just want to shine some light real quick. Like obviously I'm born and raised in Bessemer City, North Carolina. Nobody out of our viewers probably know what the fuck that is, and like, you know, that's fine. And you know, the city of Gastonia has kind of adopted me, so to speak. And so I just wanted to take the chance on this platform to give flowers to some guys that's, taking time to help our youth. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was coming up, like it wasn't really many positive adults out there. Like it was guys out there telling us to stay on the right path, but like there was no like God really taking you under his wing. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give flowers to a couple guys around the way. Right hand man, Gerard Holmes, uh, Travis Bam Husky, Patrick P. Chambers, my guys out here in Shelby, Denzel Hosh, Danny Primetime Sanders, uh, my guy over at Maiden, Phil Robinson, uh, man, just just everybody around Gene Neely. You do your thing with the track kids. Uh, just my brother Ty Carter working with the kids. Just like any guys, Troy Phillips over at over at Hunter Huss, my man Amon Shelton over at Highland Tech, the girls coach Troy McBell. Just a lot of guys around the community. And if I left you guys out, charge to my head, not my heart. I see what all you guys are doing. I salute you guys. I admire you guys. Keep going forward. Keep pushing these kids. Get these kids out of Gaston County and on to the next level in life, because there's so much more out here that these kids need to see. And you guys are doing a hell of a job.
Hey man, that was man. I thought I was had something. I don't even know if I can follow that. But hey man, I love that. Shout out to everybody that you named. Hey man, they changing lives, whether they know it or not. Even if it's one kid, a year or a season, you think about how many years and seasons y'all do that. Y'all literally changing lives, whole families, and
Yeah.
generations. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. But
Word. Yeah.
Jay, you got any last words?
Man, you always do this. You make me go after coach, man. Coach gotta go
Yeah,
last.
I can't go after coach.
Coach gotta go
And I thought I
last,
had a good
man.
one. I thought I had a good one too, but we'll see. We see. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna break them up because we can't put it off because coach be fucking it up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Nah, man, shit. Just keep tuning in, man. I love what you said, coach. Get them kids out the city. Have them see is way more than the county limits, the city limits.
Sure.
So y'all are needed. Y'all are needed. So
For sure.
appreciate that. I like that.
Yeah, man.
That's all.
My final words, my last words. Right now, I am looking at a show that I grew up watching that will not be on in the next couple months, and that is Around the Horn. Looking at that show and looking at us right now on the screen, we grew up watching these shows,
Yeah.
and these shows really don't even. I didn't even think about it until just now watching it. This is embedded in us from coming home watching this after school. This is the things that raised us, and these are the things that we are going to take the torch and run with going forward. So shout out to Around the Horn. Don't know anybody personally, but hey, just like J. Cole shouting out Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
We just have these kind of things.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
You feel me? So yeah, shout out to Around the Horn, man. 20 some odd years. That's amazing run. Hopefully we can do that and some more. Another thing real quick. John Cena got number 17. Jay, you don't really fuck with you even watch wrestling? You don't even fuck with the wrestling. But
Not really, but
John Cena got
Cena.
17. I only got one complaint about WrestleMania last night. Where the fuck was the final boss? Go ahead, coach.
Don't know where the final boss is, because I actually fell asleep. I seen your text where you said Travis Scott was trash. Like his entrance took so long to get. I fell asleep. Like fool, your cue was to get down there and be in part of the match. Like just because they playing your music. But anyway, the I don't know where the final boss is, but I feel like with this Triple H booking, that was probably some subtle seed that was planted that we didn't see.
Oh, for
So
sure.
I thought that the finish was real clunky though. Like I didn't like that, but I get it. Like Cody, you couldn't embrace your dark side, so that's why it cost you. Like once I kind of had a chance to settle down and think about it, like okay, Cody, the dark side, you couldn't do it. John did, and that's why he's a champion and you not. So it'll be see where it goes. But hopefully, Final Ball shows up tonight.
Yeah, I'm locked in to Raw tonight. John Cena says he's taking the championship and all the history from WWE prior to today, and everything starts over after today. So
Nice. I
hey,
like it.
we shall see. Hey man, shout out to y'all. Hey man, I want y'all to know when I say this shit, when I text y'all this shit, this is truly from the heart gratitude, bro. I appreciate y'all being on. I appreciate y'all being a part of this. I'm gonna keep posting, keep clips, everything going up, all the numbers going up, and we're gonna keep rocking, man. It's talking game. Peace.